So hello, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. Now, not much has happened. What happened to my vocal beans? I don't know. Maybe I forgot to replant them. Well, so not a lot of stuff has happened. And I don't have cocoa beans. I'm gonna have to go get new cocoa beans. That sucks. Okay, so not much happened since last episode, as you can probably tell by my sound of my voice. Maybe not, who knows. I got a little sick, so not much has happened. I'm still getting over the congestion, so my voice is a little off. But to be completely honest, not much has happened. I did a little bit of cleaning up, as I've also got my melon farm in a small one now. We have a small pumpkin farm right over here. I removed some of the trees since I started going through it, and one of the big things we're going to need is storage, because I have chests out in front. Not many, but some. So I decided I was going to actually start figuring out where to plant it down, and start building. Right here seems to be just right, so it's directly across my main house. Not much happened there, but still. Now I did actually find a very deep, dark cave, which is actively death. Death, to be truthful. So here I am. I would like to go get storage done first, but no promises, as everything I've been looking at is I'm going to need to get a lot of iron to be able to do much of anything. I can't make an iron farm to be able to actually have this be infinite because I don't have iron, and doing so I gotta go into the deep, dark caverns of Minecraft. Down there, a little bit of ways, if I go over here, let me see, we have a hole there that we need to work on, and we got over here. Like, somewhere over here there was actually a cave I discovered, which actually connects to what I've been mining, because, you know, why not? And it leads all the way down to deep slate, and down there are a bunch of diamonds, redstone, iron, whatnot, also skulk, so bad luck there. Yes. Over there's going to be where I'm going to be putting the primary storage. Now it's going to be construction-like blocks, such as stone blocks and wood, while food is going to be staying in there where I actually live. So there's that. I need to move this farm here eventually, and I want to plant down more trees, though I need to get appropriate wood pallets for it. That is not exactly hard, I just haven't done it, because I want more than just oak, because I think the oak trees turned out nice, and they're not all the same, as like this one's a bit taller than that one, for an example, but I do want it to be, at least that's what it looks like, it to be taller. But I do want to actually get a bit of building done for their storage, and go down there and explore the deep dark, and possibly even go into the lush cave that I ran across like many blocks off. It should have been in the last episode. If not, well, it's there somewhere. So there's that. So I'm going to get some building blocks done, but I'll get down there and I'll call it done, get ready, and there will be. Okay, so I did a bit of mining, as you can see, by me having a deep slate. Now that was what I was desperately going to actually need for the storage house over there, which is forced at night time, along with some dark oak, which I hadn't actually started acquiring beforehand, and some spruce, because, you know, I prefer to use spruce for a lot of stuff. So I've also found some redstone wherever I put it. Let's see, did I put it over here? Yes, a very little amount of redstone, but we do have enough to be able to make ourselves a compass for the first time. Let's see, what was the compass? Was giving iron for that, right? Yes. Okay, so now that we have a compass, we do have the unique ability, thanks to an add-on, to be able to see our coordinates. I decided to add this in for fun. That and to make it easier and things, so beyond this, we can finally actually make ourselves a locator map, which we can actually use to map out our area much better than a regular map. Now, for those who don't remember the difference, it's annoying. It's annoying to actively use the regular map versus locator. Take some paper, I don't remember how much we're going to need because we do have some areas. So we have a map room here. Let's see, let's put our actual... Yeah, let's put our primary map, let's say here. This will be our home. Sorry for the congestion, it's the problem I always have. How was the locator map made? Do I need to go down here? Or more crafting table? I don't remember. Okay, make more paper. Empty map. Empty map. That's what it was. Okay. I wonder why you can't exactly use it here, you know? Either way. Plop that there. So now we can actually start trying to update this whenever we go about our business. Now this is our house. It's cool. This is our primary farm. We have two areas. We have here and then here. So it's not showing too well here. This is where our sugarcane farm is. This is our wheat farm. Over here we have one of our trees. We have a tree here. We need to take out these trees, but tree here is cool. Okay, so now we have you kind of done. We can go over here because this should be... Yeah, I forgot. I slept. Okay, so I'm a little scattered right now. So we need to build ourselves this little hut, this little storage area. Now, for this area, I have an idea for. I do, and it's probably going to require me to take down some of these trees. But starting about here is where we're going to be having a ramp that leads up, and it'll be connecting up a 1 block high platform made mostly out of the entire dark oak and the deep slate. It'll be there with a few cranes, one maybe more. I don't know how many I'm going to do, but some cranes. And it's going to be having those cranes holding a bunch of cargo. Now, with said cargo, there's going to be an actual small little building on this flat platform that's going to be used as a storage area. Inside is going to actually be mostly a bunch of crates and chests, kind of what a storage area we expect it to be. But I haven't fully worked out all the schematics for this, sadly. I mean, I have over there planned out currently for my pumpkin and melon farm for a more permanent and more productive version, because let's be truthful for a moment. This is a start. This is not very productive. I mean, all this time I've been going through things in Minecraft and I've gotten only 47. So, there's that. Okay, so we have these spots kind of laid in. Now, the reason for this is so I can actively try to put down pumpkins. Now, I do need to go ahead and get a hold of some moss. I know we have pale moss, but I don't really need pale moss. I need regular moss. I want it to blend in real well with the floor here. This is going to be 2, 4, 6, 11. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we're going to just go ahead and take all of these, make them to jack-o'-lanterns, and get this set up so we have light. Don't want anything spawning down here after all. So, I'd like to know, what is everybody's opinion currently of the building style that I'm trying to actually do? I'm trying to work with a bit more foliage and trying to use blocks I haven't actually used that much of. Like, I haven't actually used the bamboo, which can be seen here at the base, and I haven't really used the acacia wood, which is up top. I've used glass, but not tinted. I haven't really even played much with copper, so I kind of figured, I'm curious what everybody's opinion is of this. So that's 11. Would have been embarrassing if I didn't have enough torches. We'll go ahead and get these laid in, because this is where our main platform is going to be. Now, though not very large, some of this over here is going to be just covered up anyways. So there's that. I might have to trim this. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, I do need to get my stone cutter. So let's go ahead and snag that, whatever that is. Is it up top still? I mean, it makes sense if I left it up top, but I don't know. Yep, as I thought, up top. Okay, let's snag this. And go ahead and go back downstairs, because once I'm done with this area, it'll actually be very lit up. Thanks to all the jack-o'-lanterns, and I'll have some more folded like grass, like this. Some bushes, because I believe we have bushes now. And a bunch of new flowers. So that's going to be entertaining, hopefully. Go ahead and put you there so you're out of the way. And let's see, what can we craft here? Okay, what I had in mind to start off with was we're going to have some... let's see. Yeah, it's going to be the polish mostly. For the internal, go ahead and get a stack of this. We can then proceed to get ourselves some tile. We can do tile, we can do bricks. Ooh, so many to work with. But I think just sticking with these stairs would be nice. Do 20. Because I'll probably be using a lot of these without actually knowing it. So, no, wrong block. Well, either way, let's kind of get this built. Okay, so I fell off that. So this is kind of what I have built for my little warehouse. Now, it's not very large, as we do have some storage. So I want to have multiple different places for storage. Now, this is going to be primarily for wood and stone blocks, as it will be set up mostly in here. Mind you, I did put some chests, as you've probably seen the time lapse, here and here. These are some barrels. Now, I don't know what's going to be in them. Maybe my resource like iron and whatnot might get moved over here. I have no idea. Maybe some rare materials such as trims and whatnot that I can encounter. Who knows? Otherwise, this here is mostly done. Now I do need to get lighting on the inside before something spawns. That's something important. Get this lit up here because I want to actively use some blocks later for this. I think frog light is something that's actively available because it is a transparent block, I believe. And in doing so, I can actually set them on top here in the corners and it'll be fine. I may be wrong thinking about it now. Who knows? So, in here will be where I'm storing all my wood and stone blocks. Now, there's a decent amount of storage here. Mind you, it's a bit more up top. And up top, you're not going to see that much, so it's not that important. I should probably put iron frames here, thinking about it. But not now. Because over here, we're going to have to work on our crane. Now, our crane, I have an idea for it. I have an idea for it. Stop trying to doubt myself. I have an idea for it. But it's mostly going to be set up here. And it's going to be a 3x3 primary area. And Dune's going to actually have some crates over here, barrels, maybe some coal even. Pretty nice. So yeah, I'm going to have to get that kind of set up. It's going to take some more farming, I believe. But we'll see. How much boost do I have? Not much. And I wanted to use a bit of... Okay, I have enough oak for it. I was wanting to use a bit of oak for it instead. Initially, just remembering that. So, it's a little bit of an eyesore at the moment. I'm still trying to get this kind of laid in. I'm thinking potentially trapdoors, but I'm not sure. Let's see, we do have copper on us. What does the trapdoor variant look like for copper? Does it take 6 or 6? Looks like I have never played around with this before, so I guess 2 with as much copper as we can find. It's fair. Okay, like here for an example, this will eventually actively turn green. I'm feeling it. Okay, so I'm gonna need a bunch of these trapdoors. For the outward trim, but that's probably going to be something I do on my own time, not in said time lapse, to not bog things down. It's going to take a bit of back and forth, but either way, this does look nice. Gives a little bit of industrial feel to it, which is what this is supposed to be. Not you. So yeah, just putting these around here, I can definitely tell how this is coming along. Just going all the way around, eventually turn blue. Maybe I can put some up top to actually latch on. Let's see how that looks real quick before I do anything else. Let's see. Gonna need so many of these. 12. We have these done, so if I just do this. This does look kind of nice. Okay. Yeah, that does work very well. Okay. So a bit more copper is going to be spent for this, but that's perfectly fine. I have too much as it is. So, yeah. And we can put you down here. Okay, so now everything's been moved over. I have built a crane, which we can use for storage as well. I'd like opinions on it because this is my first crane, and I think it looks decent, though I could do better. I don't know what to do to improve at the moment, but I do like the entire aspects of chains on the side, which was a little bit more expensive than I would like. But I also like the fact of using some coal here as some decoration along with the barrels. We have a bunch of storage here, and like I said, everything has been moved over, mostly between these chests. As you can start seeing, we do have some storage kind of filled up here, but nowhere near all of it. So we still have this side we can work with, and of course we have individual storage up top here. You want to get nice and down with this. Now I did clear my inventory. You can see I have a little more armor. I did equip my iron armor because, if we're being truthful, I don't want to die. Our next step for this adventure thus far is to go down into the deep dark and be able to brave ourselves to be able to get iron, gold, redstone, more redstone mostly, more lapis, I seen that down there as well, and some diamonds, most importantly, diamonds. So, I'm going to have to get there, but there's an easier way to get down there. I can either go down this way, or I can actually go down over to where we've been mining thus far, and go down to a hole that I kind of dug, not knowing it was going to lead up to it. I'll show that real quick as I pop down here, because we do have everything we need, right? Put the torch in our offhand, make some more torches, because we're going to need this. We are definitely going to need this. Okay, so head all the way down here. We have several different areas we can go through. Now, it's been a little bit since I have been down here on camera, but from everything I can tell you, I can actually go all the way over here. I dug my way down here a while back, and though we do have extra resources there I could gather, I'm going to just leave it there until I get a hold of fortune, because I want to get more of it. If we get a hold of silk touch before we get fortune, well, guess what? I'm just going to actively mine them up and proceed to save them for a later date. Mind you, because the add-on that I have currently work on layers, vein miner will mess me up if I'm not careful, so I need to watch my butt. But over here, if I proceed to walk my way over, ignoring the dripstone and the periodic creepers that drop from there, I have access here a hole. Zombie. Okay, this hole here, if I go all the way down, leads all the way to deep slate. Now, deep slate being a very hard block is fine, but then we have this monstrosity. Oh god. We don't have enough arrows for this, I can already tell. Yeah, we don't have enough of anything for this, really. I'll leave you be. Ow! Sorry about the congestion. Still getting over being sick, obviously. I didn't bring, oh god, I didn't bring arrows. Okay, let's just eat. Why wasn't I smart enough to bring any form of iron weaponry? What about my arrow? That's another thing. Oh, you died. Another skeleton over there. Come on. I go here, come on. You're in a hole now. Come over. Okay. Skeleton over there I can actively defeat. Real quick. I landed on that. Okay. How many arrows did I get? Just the one. I missed. Nope, you don't. The number of skeletons down here is insane. You'd think there's a spawner. Get this reloaded. Oh boy, get that there. Nope. You there. I can already see the twinkle of Skulk. Get this lit up first. I'm not gonna get into the ore just yet. Because I'm not playing, well, I am playing stupid. I'm not gonna deny that. But then there's diamond. Right here. Yes. And then over there, more diamond. And then there's redstone. This discovery, when I encountered it, was both a panic, because I seen it, and then a immediate, yes, lovely. But that dang stuff is the problem. Plenty tough down here. Well, I was mining the tough before. There wasn't too much that I could actually get. Really? Nope, you don't. Just reloaded. I'm not a fan of the crossbow, I'll admit. But it's what I got right now. Unless I can get a hold of a bow, I'm not going to be doing too well. The amount of diamonds down here is insane. And then, of course, the consequence of diamonds, we just have Skulk. A lot of Skulk. Yeah, the scary part of Skulk is the warden. No matter how many times I encounter it, it doesn't get any easier. Can I just, like, get a bunch of diamonds? Ooh, y'all. Okay. So we've got some amethyst and okay, it is a ancient city. It's an ancient city. Do we dare? Do I dare? Let's collect some diamonds. Yes, diamonds. There's 3. We need 2 more for a enchanting table. Where are you? There's a skeleton. Not a fan of this idea. Bad. Nope, nope, nope. I'm hurting. Nope. Just down here. So much to light up. I see more diamonds somewhere. Get hit. This is so annoying. I don't know where those diamonds were. I thought there they are. Okay. Hopefully this is plenty. 4 diamonds. Not enough for a suit of armor, but I do think this is a decent amount right now. See, 7. We have enough for a pickaxe. We have enough for a enchanting table. That is great. Now, as soon as I can actually find out... Oh, there's the exit, yeah. Over here. Let's go drop off these diamonds over here. I don't have a chest on me. Oh well. I'll put a chest right here. Because I don't want to lose this. Diamonds up. Okay. Put the diamonds up. I'm going to set my respawn right here. And then I'm going to go down to the deep dark. And honestly make a mistake by going down to the deep dark. Light this up. Oh god, the number of skeletons there. Okay. Number of iron veins here is insane as well. Oh boy. Okay, how am I gonna get down? I can mine my way down, but that just seems like a bad idea all around. Because this is an ancient city. I only knew where the wall for this thing was. Maybe there's a different way to get in there. I don't know, but maybe there is. Let's go ahead and just build my way back up. Okay. So, Nightmare, we have access to. If I could hit more often, I wouldn't be in this predicament. Maybe I should have made a sword. Thinking about it. Yeah, sword probably would have been a wise decision. Instead of trying to rely on the crits from the axe. You give me an iron. Give me another one, I'll make a sword. But until then, I am slowly but surely crying my eyes out. Okay. Let's see, more torches, because I need more torches. 63 will do. Get this place lit up, because this is a death trap. And I know it. I'm right above the ancient city, which is why nothing's spawning. Have to come back down here specifically a little bit later. Okay, go back around. Hopefully I can find a way down there. It's much easier. What about this is the question. No, it just leads over here. Okay. Gotta hate these caves sometimes. Okay. Let's eat up. By the squids, I'm going to guess this part is safe. But I do see a sensor over there, so I do need to build myself a hoe, I see. And I left my crafting table up top, so I'm just doing this. Just get rid of my axe and build a new one. Toss you aside over here. So I cannot deal with faulty equipment. Not in this situation. Because this is death incarnate. How do I get down? There's water. It looks like the water is my best bet. Once I get over there, I'm going to take out that Shrieker and call that a day. Thank you, Squid, for showing me where it's safe and not summoning my worst nightmare. So you are kind of dying. There's lava there. Stop it, bat. Gonna give me a heart attack. Okay. Every time I go through an area like this, my heart rate increases. There was no reason for them to add this place into the dang game. Why was this added? To give people heart attacks. Okay, for the most part, this is safe. Though I do not like this. Okay, over here. I don't like it whenever you make noise. Stop it. Yeah, I'm gonna just take you out. Yeah, you're just not fun. I'm sure this is good and all. Get diamond there. But I don't like how you're up there. Okay. Okay, conclusion. This part's mostly safe. Doesn't mean I'm gonna trust the dang thing, but this means this is mostly safe. Okay, that is lava. Okay. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna take you out just because of what I'm seeing. I know a Shrieker can spawn because of this. Yeah. Okay, you need to go. There's no Shrieker over here, thankfully. Okay. Yeah, I don't appreciate you guys falling down anymore. The worst part about things like this is when you don't know where a Shrieker is. In doing so, you're having to deal with the fact that it could just pop out and but then your water could pop out and just eat your butt at any point in time. Without warning, with little cause. The fact there's only one down here thus far that I found is insane. Normally there's a blue million of them. Yeah, but there's still plenty of room. Still plenty of room to discover death. Okay, then I'm gonna call this kind of cleared. Weirdly. Good then. Okay, so now that I have diamonds, I can actually do something I've really been wanting and needing to do for a little bit. We need to build ourselves a diamond pickaxe. Now we do need to acquire some obsidian, so I hate the fact that I am about to go back down there with a bucket, unless I can actively get enough here for it. We'll see in a moment. Let's see, we have U3, we see it takes 3, 4, we have enough! We have enough, so we can actually plant this down here for a moment. That's 1. Let's see, 2, 3, and lastly 4. I wish lava acted a lot like water does for an infinite source, but the dripstone works well enough. It's good enough. I'm not complaining. It's just a general wish. Okay, now we have access to obsidian. It's going to take a moment to break. Sadly. Come on, any day now. Okay, so now if we take, what was it, a book, 2 diamonds, which we need to put the rest up, 10 diamonds to our name. Okay, so we take, what was it, 2 diamonds, a book, and 4 obsidian. We now have ourselves, I break this spot here, right where it's supposed to be all along. Though not many symbols seem to be floating towards it. Okay, just took a moment. We have ourselves access to a enchanting table. That's what I've been wanting to put there for mostly cosmetic reasons. Otherwise, I hope this is enough and the carpet won't interfere. I seen one come off of there, so that means it's working. What if I do this then? I think the carpet may interfere. Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not. Let's see, what do we have access to? We have an enchantment level 7? That sucks. What if we remove the carpet? Then what? 20? Man, this sucks. If I do this, 18. The irritation. Okay, so for cosmetic purposes, this works, but without modifications, it sucks. We have efficiency 3. We have paper, we have leather, we have wood. Okay, let's make some more bookshelves real quick. See, yes, you. Okay, let's see. So there we need, this is 3. See, 1, that's 2, 3. Sort of simple, easy, nice. 7 books for will be 7 bookshelves. Is this enough wood? No, 3 bookshelves. Sorry, my bad. Little irritated that this is what's having to be done. Cosmetically, this is beautiful, but in the end, this sucks. Okay, more. Should be 2 more. Let's see, we have the leather. There we go. 3. 1, 2, 3. So now it's enough for 6. That's there. No, I'm messing up. Let's do this. Yes, 2 more. Don't work if you're there. It's annoying, but almost at an enchantment level of 20 or 30. To think I'm doing this. Nightmare. And all I'm going to be doing is taking them down afterwards. I'm thinking this and wondering, why am I doing this to myself? The questions we have. And we're at 30. Okay, so we can put you in. We have efficiency 4. Efficiency 4. Fortune 2. It's not the best, but it is a dang good start. I'm breaking, you're just unbreaking. Okay. We can swap our armor back now. For the best. Go ahead and put this back on so I can do it this way. I mean, I can't tell the difference with it there beyond. Yeah, that was weird. Take these off. Yeah. So, something learned today. Carpet interferes. Carpet interferes. It's going to be hard to get up and down my stairs right now. So I'm going to leave you here for cosmetic, but I'm probably going to go after some more in the future. Okay. So the entire bottom row is excluded. Annoying. What do we have enchantment book-wise? Efficiency. Okay, yes, let's grab that. Smite, not too good. And then there's you. A punch, 2. Go ahead and grind some. I'll be at this for a little bit. But thank you for watching this episode. Like, comment, subscribe if you wish to. Let me know if any mod or add-on data pack preferably you'd like to use, or potentially some resource packs. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully next episode I'll actually get to the Lush Cave and get down to that ancient city. But that's a lot of work for another day. So once again, thank you all for watching this episode. I hope to see you in another video.